What's up, guys, and welcome to the show. So let's get the popcorn popping, get the sodas pouring, get the coffees made. Hurry up, make love to your life, and get right back at here because it's time for the Lucha Libre News / Rant show. It's going to be a good one today. A little bit, quite a bit of stuff to kind of go through, go over that whole thing. So let's just dive right into things. And I know this matchup took place a little while back. I believe it was January 20th, but I ended up just seeing it last night. I'm talking about Mil Muertes versus Sin Bohi. This was a really good matchup on paper, but I found this matchup to be actually really bad. It was one of the worst matchups I've ever seen. I ended up even finding myself forwarding some of this matchup. It was actually that bad at one point. Now, Mil Muertes did end up winning the matchup, but it definitely... the best part of this matchup was when it was over. It was really just that bad. Sin Bohi is such a really bad, has such a really bad gimmick. I mean, he takes his gimmick from House of a Thousand Corpses. Even his entrance music is House of a Thousand Corpses from Captain Spaulding. I mean, it's just such a bad gimmick, such a horrible matchup. I definitely don't recommend you check that matchup out. It was just so bad. I've never really seen such a horrible matchup. But let me know what you guys think about it. If you've seen it, I definitely do not recommend seeing that matchup at all. Now, moving from a really horrible matchup to, if not one of the best tag team matchups I've ever seen, then definitely the best tag team matchups I've ever seen. Now, this was a matchup that took place in MLW. It was the Lucha Brothers putting their tag team titles on the line against Davey Boy Smith and Teddy Hart. Now, this matchup was definitely insane. It was very intense. It kept me on the edge of my seat for the entire thing. This matchup was... like, it really had everything you want. Like, the technicality, the high flying, the back and forth was just truly amazing. Now, Teddy Hart and Davey Boy Smith Jr. ended up winning this matchup and became the new tag team champions, but definitely took nothing from the Lucha Brothers. You definitely need to please go check this matchup out. It was just insanely that good. I mean, I don't think I've ever really even seen such a good tag team matchup, especially like two styles that you had. You had the, luchadors versus, technical and high-flying wrestlers. Like, I mean, it was so good. Lucha Libre versus more technical style of wrestlers. So it was a really great matchup. You should go check it out. It was just so good. I can't say enough good things about it. Now, moving on, King Puma made his in-ring debut in MLW against Cringo Loco. This matchup was definitely not good at all. They kept making mistakes throughout the matchup. Moves kept getting botched constantly. The back and forth was really lame. This was not really good at all. Now, Loco ended up winning this matchup via pin after doing a really just sad move. The bummer, of course, I would have liked to see such a good luchador and Puma King pull out the win, especially it being his debut. But I mean, it was just like the two didn't even really want to go at it. It was just so bad. Like, they didn't really sell each other. They didn't really, like, it was just such a bad matchup as well. Not as bad as the Mel versus Sin, but still a really bad matchup. Now, cmll did hold the second half of their tournament for the Universal title the other day. In my opinion, the second half was definitely better than the first half of this tournament. It was definitely, every matchup was definitely main event worthy and really truly good. Like, every matchup was actually really good. Now, I was hoping, of course, obviously, to see Ultimo Guerrero pull out the win. But he lost in the last round and the last matchup to the underdog, and of course the unpredicted winner, Nibolaro, ended up winning that matchup. Now, in the grand finale tournament, we will see, of course, El Terrible versus Nel Arbora. The winner, of course, will be crowned the new Universal Champion. I'm definitely picking El Terrible to lose this matchup, even though I know he's probably front runner to win this matchup. But it's definitely going to see nice to see a new Universal Champion crowned, no matter who wins. I'll keep you guys posted on that one. Now, AAA has announced that it will be teaming up, or they'll be partnering up with AEW Wrestling for talent trade. This means that talent will, of course, be able to go in between the two companies. They'll be able to go, of course, from AAA to AEW, AEW to AAA. Now, AAA has the same deals with other promotions such as Impact, MLW, WWE, Lucha Underground, and The Crash, as well as a few others. Most of the past deals, AAA has been shorted, has been basically on the short end of the stick, especially in the Impact way, basically for the fact that AAA always puts in more than what they actually get out of these deals. You don't really see them get out too much, but you see them pour in a lot, especially with the Impact thing and the MLW thing and the Lucha Underground thing. They seem to pour in more than they actually get out of these deals, but it will be interesting to see what they get out of this particular one. This deal will make AAA the biggest promotion in the world in the way of talent. That is to say that they have access to the largest talent pools in the world because they're partnered up with WWE, with AEW, with Impact, with The Crash, with MLW, and others. So they have access to such a huge talent pool. And I guess that's why they keep making these deals, because they just want the access. If they want it, they could have access to all this different talent pools, but I'm hoping this one goes well for them. AEW, of course, and AAA have both signed new TV deals. Now, if you remember last week on the last show, I talked about how AAA and Televisa ended up parting ways after 25 years. Now it has actually been confirmed that AAA has officially signed a deal with TV Azteca, and CMLL has signed a deal officially with Televisa. And the Televisa is AAA's old network, which leads me to believe that they had dropped AAA over either contract dispute or simple fact that CMLL took less than AAA was willing to in the way of dollars and cents. Either way, it's definitely big news for both companies, because both companies are, of course, now have very lucrative deals, so we'll probably be seeing them more, more on TV and less on YouTube. I don't know how this is going to affect CMLL and their YouTube. I don't know if they're going to be, because I know they used to post live to their YouTube channel, but now that they have a television deal with Televisa, I don't know if they're going to still post a live feed, or if they're going to post older videos kind of like AAA does, or what they're going to end up doing, but I'm definitely curious as to how that's all going to go. Now, of course, moving on to the Lucha Brothers, everyone is saying that the Lucha Brothers have signed exclusive deals with AEW, but of course this is actually not true. Lucha Brothers have stated that their AEW contracts will allow them to compete in other companies, such as AAA and anywhere else they actually choose. Now, obviously, this means that contract is not exclusive, because they're not exclusively going to be in AEW and AAA. They're going to be still competing in the promotions that they're currently involved in, which means that we're going to still see them in CMLL, we're still going to see them in AAA, we're still going to see them in Lucha Underground, we're still going to see them and CMLL, MLW, we're still going to see them in all the promotions that they're currently involved in. Phoenix has stated that they still want to compete in Japan as well as other countries, so they want to still stay in the States, Mexico, Canada, Japan. So kind of leads me also to believe that they're going to go back to New Japan as well. So of course, there you go. There's not an exclusive contract. They probably signed exclusively to be a part of this trade deal, which means that technically there's no actual exclusive contract, but there's just they're part of the trade deal, which means that they can go in between the companies if they want, but they also could go anywhere else that they want, which is a smart move for AEW and AAA and everything to do, to sign them to non-exclusive deals, because they like to jump around, and if they don't get that, they'll of course leave the companies. But anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think of the Lucha Libre news/rant shows. Let me know if you guys have any ideas, if you guys want me to do a spotlight on a single promotion or anything else. Let me know that all in the description or in the comments deep down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, you know very much. And as always, I'll check you in the next video.